Magnus? Who's this Magnus guy? Of course, we all know who that is. He's trying to psych himself out.
There he is. And it looks like there's Dvorkovich there as well. There's going to be probably a ceremonial first move played as
H4.
Solid. Looks like D4 and D5.
Okay.
D4 being played. D4 was the move chosen by Magnus, and Lorenzo going for E6. What next from Magnus? What idea does he have up his sleeve?
Well, he usually likes to play the Catalan, so he goes knight f3, and after d5 I would imagine to be seeing g3.
Yes, and he knows that opening inside or out, and one of the things I have noticed about Magnus, when he hasn't done too much preparation in the morning, out comes the Catalan. And it was part of his World Championship preparation, so yeah, why not use it?
Yes, absolutely. He was also, I think, very successful in the Samarkand for Rapid and Blitz, using the already also in Almaty. Yeah, exactly. After the match, then he was using the Catalan to perfection. And Lorenzo is taking his time. Like, is he thinking, fine, over the board against Magnus Carlsen on move 3, you should just stick to your guns, and he goes for d5. All right.
Yeah. It would be interesting, right, to play c5.
That would be a shocker.
It would be, right. And of course a different type of game, but we will see. Moment of truth. Is it going to be a Catalan?
No,
knight
d3 and knight d7. Okay, so some kind of a queen's gambit.
Okay, what next? C takes d5, or are we going to be seeing maybe some kind of delayed g3, or maybe coming out with a bishop to g5?
I think that Nigel Short was one of the very first super players who started using knight d7. And as a kid, I was thinking like, okay, but why do you do something like this? And we just see that actually Nigel was way ahead of times, because now the fourth move, knight d7 move order, became very topical and very relevant.
Yes, and it's primarily done actually to discourage white from playing the bishop f4 variations. Although white can still enter into that particular quagmire. And we just saw, okay, I was jumping the gun there. But I just to give you a little bit of spoiler, some things are better in threes.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so we have chance to talk about the thing that we talked about, that yeah, if black plays the traditional Queen's Gambit move order with bishop e7, then white has the setup with bishop f4 and castles e3 is the typical variation. But when you play the move knight d7, as you highlighted, after bishop f4, black has the chance of going d takes e4, and after e3 to protect that pawn with knight b6, for example, and then white has to give up the bishop in order to get the pawn back. There's this typical kind of way of getting back, and then black has this very solid kind of construction after something like bishop d7, queen takes e4, bishop d6.
Yeah. Well, from our screens we can see that bishop to f4 was not played after some moments' thoughts. Instead, it's going to it's kind of like the old main line, but it's so
actually the Magnus game has nothing to talk about. Magnus is 2 pawns up in a knight end game with just elemental win for him. He also has the clock under control, so if there is some more dramatic game, we can jump right in there. For example, normally Artemiev games are full of craziness in time scramble. It's maybe a game to check out.
By the way, sorry,
Levon, yes?
Levon's game for a second. His opponent only has 14 seconds left, but he's up a clean exchange. The engine's giving this as dead equal, but I'm going to tell you right now, if I had white, I'd be scared out of my mind. Like, I think I'm going to lose this game somehow. This position up in exchange, the engine's just saying that it's possible to play knight f3.
You can't take the pawn on b3.
But this is crazy. If knight f3 is the only move, that would be crazy.
Knight f3, and you can't take